Hello, welcome to In 5 Minutes. Now to start with the SA analysis of a common emitter NPN transistor with RE bypassed. When you look here, it is written as common emitter NPN transistor with RE bypass. Now first we'll see the meaning of common emitter NPN transistor with RE bypass. Now when you look at the diagram, you can say arrow is always from P to N. So it is NPN type of transistor. So we have found the meaning of NPN. Now for common emitter, you can say this is emitter terminal RE resistance, this is your base and this is your collector. So you are applying input to the base and you are taking output from the collector. So which terminal is left out, that is the common terminal. So what we can say, it is common emitter configuration. So we have found the meaning of CE. Now what is the meaning of RE bypassed? When you have a resistor RE and a capacitor connected across it. Now what happens to the capacitor in DC? If you know, the reactance of capacitance is 1 upon 2 pi f into C, right? For DC, what we have, frequency is 0. So what is value of XC? 1 upon 0, which will come to infinity. What does infinity means? Open circuit. Ideally for DC, what we are considering, the value of frequency as 0. Then for AC, we are considering the frequency as infinite. So what will be XC? 1 upon 2 pi f into C, which is 1 upon infinity. So it is 0. So capacitor will act as short circuit for AC. That is, we are operating the transistor at very high frequency. So we are taking frequency as infinity, and at very low frequency we are taking it as 0. So XC comes as infinity. Infinity is nothing but open circuit. So what we can say, in the DC analysis we will open circuit capacitor, and in the AC analysis we will short circuit the capacitors. Have you understood this? Now what do you mean by bypassing RE? RE bypass means you are connecting a capacitor across RE. Now what type of questions you can expect from this is, they might give you all the values, can say a problem, or they can just give you a statement, derive the expression for the voltage gain. AV is voltage gain, RI is input resistance, RO is output resistance for common emitter NPN transistor with RE bypassed. Or if they are not giving you the diagram, they will tell you for voltage divider biasing. That means biasing used will be voltage divider. Then again, if they are specifying the value of the source resistance, they will give you to assume the value of RS. If it is not given, you need not assume RS. Then in the problem case, they will give you the diagram and they will tell you to find ZI, ZO, AVS, which is VO by VS. AVS is voltage gain considering the source resistance. Sometimes it might be only AV, that is voltage gains. In that case, you need not consider the source resistance RS, right? If it is only AV, you need not consider RS. If it is AVS, you need to consider the value of source resistance RS. Then only will have VO by VS. Did you get it? Now why you require RE in DC analysis? As I have told you that RE stabilizes the Q point in DC, but it generates a negative DC degenerative feedback in AC. You can say AC degenerative feedback. What you can say, it degenerates AC negative feedback. So we do not have RE in the AC analysis. That will reduce the gain in AC. So we need to remove RE. RE is not required in AC analysis. So to remove the RC in the AC analysis, what we connect a coupling, you can say emitter bypass capacitor, which will come in parallel with RE. Why we are connecting in parallel? In AC you have the XC value as 0, that means capacitance will be short circuited. So what will have, you have a resistance in parallel with a short circuit branch. What it will do, it will bypass this, maximum current will flow through this, so this resistance will become redundant. That is the importance of this type of circuit, that is emitter bypass. Now to start with the analysis, step 1 is to calculate the Q point. Now for this, what we will do, we'll draw the circuit under DC operating conditions. Now what we have in DC operating conditions, first is all AC sources will be removed and capacitors, as I have told you, will be open circuited. Now when you look at this diagram, when this capacitor is open circuited, you have the circuit like this. So this entire part which is after the capacitance, that I mean to say, this part will be removed from the circuit, right? Because this capacitor will be open circuited. Again, when this capacitor is open circuited, it will go out of the circuit. Again, when this capacitor is open circuited, it will go out of the circuit. So you are left with how much part? You are left with only this much part for DC analysis. That is the first step. You need to draw the circuit under DC operating conditions. So you are left with only this much part. So looking at the analysis.